we are trying desperately hard to keep a section between our villages. Otherwise we're just going to be a river development right the way through. And that's one of the items we'll be talking about.
It's not that we don't want to be part of you, Richard.
No, we just want to be two separate villages with a bit of green space, open space between us.
And an infrastructure that goes with it, and the infrastructure is very, very kind of lacking.
Well, obviously, you probably have had conversations with the service companies. I mean, it does seem that the answer about sewerage is that, we'll build the houses and we'll deal with it then.
Worry about it when it all goes like that.
It's becoming more difficult.
Yeah, but no, if you can keep us updated, please. I mean,
we've had, I've had 3 people say, be careful, Lenham, if you're not careful, you will get 5,000, not 1,500.
We have a few scares with the additional development that was suggested between Lenham and Charing.
Well, we are hopeful on Monday that we have a meeting that will get the cooperation, and we've asked for how the borough sees a protocol relating to the neighbourhood plan. Because there's been change in government legislation relating to neighbourhood plans, and I think there's got to be more cooperation and understanding on neighbourhood plans. And that if we can get we've virtually been given a year to get our neighbourhood plan in, which is a very short time scale. And if we can get it in, as you know, it's virtually law. Exactly. So we're working hard. Very hard.
I wish you every
we have got grants. We've got a grant from this last week for £7,000 towards our costs.
Good.
And we hope for getting more money.
Okay, item number 13, which is the play scheme for 2017, and an update from Jessica.
Thank you. Yeah, I mean, obviously we've had lots of discussions on the play scheme, and I've spoken to Jackie, and I've spoken to Jill Bishop, who obviously ran Fun Club last year. And what I'd like to propose is to, I've got sort of a recommendation to read it out and see what the councillors think, which is basically that the council gives the budget of £500 that we've set aside for the play scheme to the group that ran the Fun Club last year, with the required conditions that they are able to provide the appropriate documentation showing the DBS for staff, insurance, Ofsted discussion, and policies regarding safeguarding. Because obviously I think we as a council want something to run for the young people. There's a lot of youngsters and a lot of parents and grandparents that would be very... Yes, yeah. And that group are willing to do something. Obviously they've got to decide what they're going to do, whether they're going to do days like they did last time or longer period, something like that.
So you're going to propose that?
So
that's what I'd like to propose to the council.
So if you'd like to propose it, I've got a seconder.
Oh, absolutely.
Yes, Fred seconded it. Let's just take it straight to the vote. All those in favour? I couldn't see there being much discussion from the gentleman about the play scheme, but very supportive. Sorry, Dave, I wasn't.
May I ask you, the numbers altered, haven't they, in the past? It's been very well received, but at times there have been smaller numbers. And there's a requirement under law, correct me if I'm wrong, of so many administrators looking after children.
Yes, there's a ratio, yes.
How's that managed?
Well, we've always managed it previously with the play scheme, and obviously Jill was involved with that, and obviously you'd only allow a certain amount through the door that you've got staff.
And what they try and do is pre-book as well, so they know in advance what day each child's going to come, so then they can cater for the staffing requirements.
But it still is a smaller amount than we had years ago, because there is so much more for the children to do. You know, there is more things that Maidstone organise and other groups organise, whereas we used to have 80 children. That doesn't happen anymore. We used to have 10 staff and 80 children every day.
But obviously,
Manic.
I was going to say, they've
But
got
it's-
time to be advertising, because obviously last year it was very last
Yes.
minute.
Yeah.
So obviously agreeing to give them the money this early in the year gives them time to be advertising.
Yeah.
So
And they were looking to have, I don't know if they were going to have it yesterday or, you know, or in a couple of days, but they were talking about getting together and discussing, you know, how they want to.
So I think knowing that they've got that money secured will help
Yeah.
them.
Oh, that's great, thank you.
Will you let Jill know then that's been?
Yes.
Okay, item number 14 on the agenda, which is the use of the Glebe Field for parking for the North Downs Walk on the 11th of June.
Yeah,
Amanda?
this is the annual walk, the North Downs Walk, that's run by the Wheels of Kent Rotary Club. So it's just a courtesy thing, just for us to approve them using the field again on the 11th of June this year. Obviously, they know the caveat that, you know, any damage they've got repaired, but because of the people they've got within their group, they've got links with farmers and all sorts, so any issues they could easily put right, so there's no concern there. So it's just really for council to say that's fine.
Do you have a picture that's proposing it and second that? Glenda and all in favour.
And then leading straight on to the next one,
Which is the day before.
which is actually the day before. It's an event called Teddy's in Loving Care. They're doing an event in the hall, and they're just a little bit concerned that they may not have enough parking in the village hall car park, and it's more just as an overflow car park for them if they need it. So
Is Teddy's in Loving Care a charity?
That sounds like
I
it,
haven't
doesn't
got a lot of details. It was Susie Jack that contacted me. She's actually coordinating the event.
Right.
So yeah, I'm guessing it must be a charity that runs, but I haven't got any detail on it.
I don't think there's any issue there, but if there's a number of cars, we can leave it in the
Yeah,
state
obviously
for
we
the
don't want it
following
left in and make that a mess that day for our regular event.
But the same caveat will be on.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
If it was a really wet weekend, we might have to discuss more if we're going to use it for both.
Yeah, good point.
Yeah.
Good point.
Okay, can I have a proposal for that? If that's okay. John's right for it, yeah.
As an aside, I noticed that the car park was full on the occasion of the pantomime.
Oh, was
It
it?
was,
It
yes.
was really full.
Yeah,
Oh, that's good.
So it must have been a successful event.
yes.
Excellent. Well done.
Okay, item number 16. This is Battles Over, a Nation's Tribute World War I Beacons of Light. This is on the 11th of November.
Of next year,
Of
next
of
year.
2018.
I did circulate information on this a little while ago. Basically, what they're doing is they're going to be lighting 1,000 beacons on the 11th of November 2018. And because we've got a beacon, we've got the opportunity to actually be one of those 1,000. But we obviously need to be doing it now because they're going to make brochures and all sorts that are going to say where these beacons are. Obviously with Stephen resigning, I've written myself a note because they need a whole long list of stuff. And obviously as Stephen had overseen the beacon previously, I was going to ask him if he could be the beacon coordinator, so I'm going to have to contact him because I think he's still storing the beacon. So I need to double check he's okay to carry on overseeing that. If not, very, very soon we need to sort someone out because that person's got to be put in the booklet which they want to be printing.
But it doesn't necessarily have to be a parish council member.
No. It just needs to be someone that can be contacted if anyone's got any questions or anything. So the first thing is, do we want to be involved in this? Are we going to pay for the gas?
Yes.
Right, so does someone want to propose that?
And Matt.
So that's a yes, and I just need to confirm if Stephen, I'm sure it'll be absolutely fine,
Yeah.
but if it's not, I'm going to need someone to step in and help out with the beacon.
I'll do that.
Right, so you'll be back up.
Yeah.
But I'm sure it'll be fine because he's involved with the church and everything, so I can't see him.
Keep an eye on it.
Yeah, so, but obviously I'll be letting you know sooner than
Yes,
later
yeah.
if there's an issue, so I shall sort that out.
Yeah, bring the
Yeah, only a quick one. Our annual renewal for CPRE, Campaign to Protect Rural England, is up for renewal. It stayed the same amount for years now, £36 for the year. CPRE are good if there's issues with the development. They'll come and say there's a big development there's a problem with, they will help. Yeah, they are consultative, but they will come and help their advisors. So really I just want approval that I can get that in.
Yes. Everyone agrees?
Yeah.
Okay, item number 18. Is there any future events that we should be... Yes?
Yes.
Oh, the walk.
Yes, the walk. Well, the Get Out event, yes, it's only happened once because the 2 following Saturdays the ground was frozen, so I just think it would be a good idea. But this week it's going to be 7 or 8 degrees on Saturday. So 9 o'clock at the big field. There was 4 parish councillors, which is excellent. Some people walked, some people ran, some people walked and ran. Yeah, so it was a really good event. There was lots of chats, weren't there? Lots of conversations.
Well, not quite straight.
So is it going to be weekly dependent on the weather?
Yeah, this is the new poster which says every Saturday weather permitting. So if anyone's got anywhere they can put these, then take them, and we'll put some up around the village as well.
If you haven't got any spare now, email it to me and I'll laminate some for the notice board.
Spare ones.
They'll last a bit longer than the notice board.
Yes. Yeah. And hopefully we can, build up the numbers over time, and obviously when it gets a bit nicer. Did absolutely brilliantly. As did Fred.
What's your finishing time?
2 days, is that enough?
Yeah, and I'll laminate them.
No, I made a mistake that time.
Oh, how?
Yeah, that's good.
That's how I was afterwards.
No, that's great. Thanks, Janice. And, is there any other events at all?
Well, Councillor Morris used to highlight the cinema and so on. Did he not? Correct me if I'm wrong. I don't know if anything is happening.
That's in the network, isn't it?
It's in network, it's always in network anyway.
Okay, well that takes us on to number 19, any items for future consideration. Can we go around the table? Whenever you look down, that normally means no.
For me,
No, nothing at all.
Sort of. But I can't really say anything until we get this new website sorted.
Okay.
But that'll all be about links and...
Right. Looks like the February meeting.
Oh,
for
that
one.
doesn't need to go so much in there because communications committee.
Yeah,
talks
yeah,
about
that's
that, so it
just...
doesn't need to go on this one.
Okay, and the date of the next meeting will be Wednesday, the 22nd of February.
Wow, look out.
So, mark it in your diaries.
You come... Somebody come for the first?
Anyway, kind of
When is your next?
First of
The
February.
first.
first.
That's
Yeah.
that's our environmental meeting that night, so I need to check who is due to go to that meeting because it can't be 3 of you.
It's not me.
Because
It's
you're.
the first.
It's the first. I'm
Oh,
not
so
due
first-
till August, but I'm sure I'll come before.
So I will, as I didn't do December, I'll do the February.
Good then.
Okay, that will be my, sorry, nearly said punishment, sorry. Okay, can I just finish off by just saying one thing? I'd like to thank Jose for his assistance with the camera work. over the past, well, it's quite a few months now, isn't it? He's done an absolutely amazing job, and for any of you that have seen the work that he's done on YouTube, I think you'd all agree with me. I think you're moving back, aren't you? Moving back to Columbia? That's right. Well, we'd like to wish you well and thank you for everything you've done for us. And can we just have a round of applause? Okay, would you like to finish up by?
Yeah, that's it. So if everyone wants to stay.
Last thing.
Oh, yes.
Please, everybody, be aware there is black
Yes.
ice in the car.
Yeah.
Yeah, but